as you're doing it, you're also making fun of it.
Exactly. I liked making fun of the form of song leading.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But you're making fun of it, but you also really...
But I'm also really doing
it, and you really mean it.
Yeah.
It's great. It's that great contradiction.
It's a good contradiction.
And then you're so good at living in them.
As are you.
I
mean, honestly, it's kind of our shtick.
That's our shtick.
We
should change the name of the pod
to
Living in the Contradictions, a comedy podcast.
Good SEO.
The summer's over.
I know.
It's very sad.
No, I like it though.
What?
Yeah, and like that rainy day we had.
That was nice, actually.
That was
the rainy day was
so
cute.
cozy.
It was cozy and nice. Yeah.
It got me excited for Vancouver because gonna be rainy.
Is it?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Very rainy.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Vancouver
iconically
is
rainy. I think this episode's coming out after our Vancouver show.
Yeah.
But we will have just been in Vancouver when this gets released,
and we will have crushed.
And we will have crushed
live Yenta pod.
Exactly. Okay. So
let's talk about. Oh no! First of all, this is Yenta.
Welcome to Yenta.
Welcome to Yenta, the podcast that's sometimes about comedy, sometimes about Judaism, and always about gossip. Today on the pod we have us. We crushed that
in unison and really cute.
And we last week we covered my summer, which was just wedding. And this week we're covering Antonia's summer, which is concussion.
And really the original reason why, as you probably have realized, we went on this like huge summer hiatus.
Yes.
And that's because in the end of May I got a really bad concussion.
Tell them how you got it.
Okay. So I think the last episode we released, which is Yenta's singing. No, I think
Oh yeah.
You know, right before the wedding episode, the Yenta
we're talking about the Tish
episode. Mm-hmm. We recorded an episode all about singing.
Yeah.
I am leaving Ray's apartment back when they were living somewhere else when they weren't married. Mm-hmm. And as I'm walking to my car, I am both scrolling on my phone.
Genius move.
Iconic. And singing what's the
You're singing a Tish song?
I'm singing not one of the Tish songs. Tzamalacha Nafshi.
Oh, how does that one go?
I sang it on that episode. It's like Tzamalacha Nafshi.
Amazing.
Okay, and listeners, you will know that I sang it so well on that last episode that I was like, God, I'm good. And I was singing it again to myself as I'm scrolling on Reddit.
Reddit.
I know.
The world's biggest porn site.
and someone pointed
out.
You
were watching porn?
I was watching porn. Okay, I was watching
That's
porn.
That's why you walked into the poll. I knew it.
Someone pointed out that I was so desperate for something like escape entertainment, something that I'm scrolling on Reddit while singing a song about being desperately thirsty for Hashem.
Oh, so deep.
I know, so deep.
Yeah.
And then I walked into a poll.
Great. And God wanted you to do that. God was like, drink this, bitch.
Boom. And my punishment for looking at my phone was that I couldn't look at my phone for 3 months.
That's so good.
So reasonable punishment.
Yeah.
And honestly, I still don't know how this impact fucked me up as much as it did because I was just walking.
Yeah.
And it's
not like you were like speed walking.
I wasn't speed walking.
You were just slow
I think I
walking.
walk normal.
Yeah.
Slow walking normal.
But then you got a 3-month break. That's kind of
so
nice.
that's honestly, it started off terrible, but it ended great. And
you learned how to play banjo.
I learned how to
play banjo. Or should I not
banjo.
spoil it for you?
No. Okay. So highlights of the concussion are, well, really number one is I learned how to play banjo.
Huge.
Because
very, very well.
Yeah, very well.
Because that's the only thing you could do.
Exactly. Because I couldn't use my eyes at all.
How did you learn it? Did you like look at
I
must have had a book
YouTube
or something?
I had a YouTube video lessons that I could listen to.
Got it.
So I just listened to those lessons.
Were you wearing your sunglasses while?
Yes.
That's
so okay, let me walk everyone through what happened. So I walk into a pool, I shatter my glasses. I don't even pass out. It's just like, ow. And then I spend a week not even going to the doctor because I was like, what do they like? I was like, obviously I have a concussion.
Right.
But like, what do you even do for a concussion? You know,
true.
It's like, it's just time. And I talked to my little sister who's a med student. She was like, what do you even do for a concussion? But she was like, you might have a brain bleed, but probably you don't if you've like survived thus far.
Okay.
And I was like, fair. And in that week I started it was very apparent that every time I would try and look at anything close up, it was like I was seasick on a boat, you know? And also I couldn't tolerate any light at all and was wearing sunglasses indoors with all the lights off. But I was like, concussion,
like,
you know?
this is normal. I don't need a doctor for this.
It happens.
Yeah.
And then I had a trip to Boston for like a fellowship thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's fine. I just made them do our entire fellowship in the dark.
You are so incredible for not having any like insecurities.
Yeah, I have no shame about accessibility needs.
That's so
I'm just
good.
like, could we turn all the lights off?
Everyone was just sitting in the dark talking about Israel Palestine. It's kind of appropriate place to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then finally it had gone on for a week and I was like, this feels excessively long to not be able to read anything or use my phone at all.
Yeah.
And that's when I went to the doctor and they were like, you have a concussion. I was like, no shit.
Yeah.
And then I saw a neurologist and things and it just kept going.
Yeah.
Like I really thought that everyone was being dramatic about concussions.
Me too.
Truly was like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
But like, I
thought you were faking it.
I get it. But I was just like, every time I would try and focus my eyes on anything, it was like I was about to throw up.
Oh.
And so I just like, I couldn't even look at my phone. I couldn't even like look at the time on my watch for more than a second.
Wow.
Just because I'd get so like seasick. And that went on for a month and it wasn't getting better. And I was like, well, that's a problem.
Yeah. And you know why I remember this? Because we had to cancel. We canceled a few shows.
Yeah.
But there was one show that we originally rescheduled before we released it. We just were like, can we push this a month? And you were like, I'll definitely be better in a month. And then it was like,
no problem.
And then you went to the doctor and he was like, 3 months.
Yes.
And eyeball muscles.
Therapy.
Yeah.
And that was like, it wasn't even till a month in that they like realized I needed eyeball physical therapy. And so then that like pushed the recovery 2 more months.
Yeah.
And it was just endless.
It was. I'm so sorry.
Endless. At first it was excruciating because I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even go on my phone long enough
to
turn on an audiobook.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that was like I was just in silence in the darkness. I couldn't go outside
like
in the daytime at all.
Wow.
Even with sunglasses.
Yeah.
Not at all. And so I was just sitting quietly indoors.
You were in a physics confinement.
It was like actual torture.
Yeah.
And so that was extremely depressing. And also, obviously, all I could do was think about what if this never ends?
Yeah.
And so
I'm like this forever.
Yeah. That
sucks.
Very worrisome.
That's dark.
Because also I didn't see any improvement at all. And everyone kept telling me it's going to improve. Right. And I was like, nothing's improving because I hadn't started eyeball physical therapy. So it was like, I was never going to improve till I started physical therapy. So I was just like, I think this is my life now. And then I discovered that I could learn a musical instrument.
That's awesome.
And that's when the banjo came into my life.
That's so awesome.
Baruch Hashem, honestly.
Dude.
And that was so freaking sweet.
Very like hashgacha pratis.
What does that mean?
That like everything is for the best.
Exactly.
Everything. And now you know how to play banjo. Now you're gonna bring the banjo on shows,
obviously.
And you've already performed.
I've already
with the banjo.
done a banjo gig with on Yom Kippur.
On Yom Kippur, the
headline.
highest headline, the highest, holiest time to play the banjo.
Exactly.
Incredible.
So
you can do it. You can do it on the pod.
I honestly
You
thought
will.
about bringing it.
You should.
Today. Next time,
Yeah.
folks, there will be a banjo recital.
Can't wait.
Okay.
I'll just sit here and look normal.
I can sort of sing how most of the songs go. They're all like.
Did you know how to play the banjo at all before?
No, not at all. But I'm a big bluegrass fan, obsessive bluegrass fan. And so I'd always wanted to play the banjo.
Incredible.
And so I was like.
So you bought the banjo.
So I bought the banjo,
Great.
Which let me tell you, walking into a guitar center when you have a severe concussion is hell on earth.
Yeah.
It's like, it feels like you're in.
So much noise.
There's so much noise. And there are all these people playing different instruments, playing different songs. Like,
and they're all bad.
I went into Guitar Center, bought the banjo, and then was like in a fetal position for the rest of the day because I was like, that was an assault.
Oy.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And so then, and then I did multiple shows on Concussion, all of which happened in the dark.
Really?
Yep.
How did you get them to do that?
I just told them. I was like, it has to be in the dark.
I have to perform in the dark. No stage, no lights.
No lights. And liberal Jews love
Will do
nothing more than accommodating a disability.
Wow.
They were
incredible.
Just like, anything for you.
Wow.
And so I did a show in Santa Monica. It went really badly because I was really early concussed. And I just had them turn off all the lights. Afterwards, there was a doctor in the audience. And he came up to me and he was like, I think you need some medications.
What happened?
And
could you not think?
I couldn't think
while
because
you were performing.
I was getting.
You did your hour. You did your
No, I was doing my like jokes of the Talmud. It was for what's the one where you stay up all night studying?
Shavuot.
It was for Shavuot. I did like my jokes of the Talmud lecture.
Oh, I remember that.
And I
because Beth asked us to do it, but then you couldn't.
But I was like, I have a gig at Shir Shalom.
Yeah.
And I couldn't concentrate on it because every time there was still enough light and there were a lot of people out there. And my problem was that my eye muscles had turned off.
Right.
In the concussion, your brain controls your eye muscles and something about it was perfectly aimed. It turned the muscles off. And so my eyes were trying to dart all over the room to see everybody, but they couldn't. And so I got intense like vertigo, seasickness. So I'm like, the room is spinning and I'm like, I'm going to throw up. And I like,
and you're trying to perform.
And I'm like, anyway, the Talmud's so funny. Yeah.
Rabbi Shimon and Rabbi Yochai.
And I'm literally like, I'm like clutching the bima like to like literally not fall over.
Yeah.
And and the whole audience is old people who are I feel like they're just thinking like, then. Oh, poor baby.
Yeah.
And then someone comes up to me afterwards and she's like in her 80s and she's like, I have vertigo too.
Exactly. Yeah. They're all like, we get you.
She's like,
this is me on a Tuesday.
Literally,
you have a concussion.
Literally, she's like, I recently had a fall myself.
Perfect.
And then this actually great doctor was like, this is an anti-vertigo drug that you need. And then I got my neurologist to give it to me, which came in really handy because then I did my rabbi gig in Cleveland, in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
In New Jersey, they hired me for a week to like actually do rabbi stuff.
Wow.
And that again, everything happened in the dark, which was good because I was doing music with them. And so
it
like,
kind of make the experience
makes a
nice.
vibe.
Oh, for sure. In seminary, we would turn off all the lights for fun and sing.
Exactly.
It wouldn't be like,
oh my God.
It wasn't like no one had a concussion. It was like, this is the energy.
That's how you do it.
You sit on the floor in a circle.
Oh, I love that.
and the lights are off and you sing and you sway.
Okay, I love this because I feel like to drop people into the headspace they need to be in for good singing is you need to be like, you're not your casual self.
No.
You're your vulnerable self here.
Exactly.
And so you need to like change things about how you operate. Like lights going off is a cue. Circle, sitting on floor. I love.
Very intense.
Okay, I like that a lot. So New Jersey, I have them all sit in the darkness the entire week.
You have a candle or no?
I had some candles.
Nice.
By that point, I could tolerate the blazing light from a candle.
So rough.
I know. And that was amazing. Also, I kind of want to talk about that gig because it was fully like a rabbi gig, and I like led services, which I'd never done.
You led like the Hebrew services.
Yeah, but like it's a reform synagogue. Okay, so yes, I like led everything, but they're not doing everything.
Right. But still, like they do a lot.
Yeah, they do a lot.
Yeah, like Ikar does a lot of Hebrew.
Way less than Ikar Hebrew.
Oh, okay.
Way less.
Oh, okay.
Have you been to a reform service?
I guess not.
Because Ikar's not
Reform.
like as reform as it gets. Like picture light.
You should take me.
I should take you.
Yeah, I don't think I have been.
Honestly,
I'm like Ikar, that's the most reform you can go.
Oh yeah, you haven't descended to the depths.
Yeah. It's like Ikar, they played the Macarena on Simchas Torah. Like that's not Jewish. Sorry, I'm joking. I love it. It's every Jew is perfect.
We love it.
Every
Every time
Jew
you
is
sing
perfect.
Coldplay.
Yeah, on Yom
we love
Kippur.
it. It's
Yeah.
And so like I also was learning how to lead services without being able to
Read.
at anything.
Bro, that's nuts.
That was crazy.
So you had to memorize it.
I had to memorize the
How?
entire service.
Audio?
Yeah.
Did Artem read it to you? But Artem doesn't.
Okay, so so Artem doesn't have enough Jewish knowledge to actually be able to help me do this. And so there's a woman in her 70s who goes to Ikar.
She taught you?
Who I had noticed was very proficient with her phone. And I was like, tech savvy. And like for a 70-year-old.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, I bet she doesn't have much on
To
her
do.
schedule. So she came over and scribed for me and helped me
For free?
for free. I know, what a mensch.
Wow.
I know.
That's so nice.
And also offered quite a bit of input on what she thought I should say.
As she should.
As she
is
should.
her right.
As
a
she should.
Jew.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Did you take any of it?
I think I took the the ethos of what she was saying.
It's good because she's like kind of your audience.
Exactly.
For a lot
Old
of these
Jews.
Yeah.
That was who I was talking to.
Yeah.
And so she was really helpful. And then once she helped me get the bones of all the Hebrew, then I had another friend who was unemployed come over and she helped me like figure out a lot of it. And then Sarah Livshitz, who will be featured at
Of Sarah and
Yenta Live,
Margalit.
of Sarah and Mark.
Amazing.
And Mark. Sarah and Sarg and Marg also tutored me through some of the Hebrew because Sarah's studying to be a rabbi.
Wow. That's amazing.
So I had a lot of help
Thank God.
then had to just memorize everything, which was crazy.
That's so nuts.
And
So now you're an expert at reform services.
Let me tell you, Vishamru, baby.
Wow.
And also wrote a sermon
Wow.
without writing anything down. Oh my God, it was actually the most infuriating
You
thing
didn't
I've
want to
ever
just
done.
cancel it?
No, it was too much money.
How much money?
I'm not going to say it on the pod,
But you'll tell me after.
but I'll tell you after.
Patreon.com/Yenta. At some point, we're going to have to actually start putting those secrets on Patreon. But listener, I don't believe anyone actually listens or cares. So if you actually do, then write it on the Patreon.
If you DM us, I'll tell you.
Yeah, great.
So, but also like this gig was amazing because it was like this reform synagogue, exactly like one I'd grown up in, where they were like, there's no ruach. Like we've lost
Right.
We've lost the spirit.
But you are the perfect
And they were
person.
like, and they were in the middle of a rabbi transition. And so they were just, everything was in flux. And there was spirit. It just like had been dampened over the years, you know?
Yeah.
So they just needed like an injection of energy.
Which is perfect for you. Even with concussion, you have way more energy than that shul, than that synagogue did.
I got a lot of energy.
Great.
So it was like a week of reintroducing them to like the energy of Jewish music. And there was just like every day was like another singing thing.
Wow.
There was like
heaven.
Oh, I was in heaven.
That's
it was
so
incredible.
Nice.
And they were like, and they were so into it. Like they wanted deep singing.
Yeah. They needed a guide.
They didn't know how to do it themselves.
Yeah.
And they hadn't had someone who did it. So they just needed anyone to come in and like lead
amazing
deep Jewish singing. And we like got there and it was so beautiful. And there was even, they like brought me in to be with the Hebrew school, but only one kid showed up because it was after the Hebrew school had ended for the year.
Okay.
So they were already on their summer break. So
the
kids were like, well, we're not going back to Hebrew school, except for this one girl who's like, she wants to like be a musical theater performer.
Yeah.
And she's like
/comedian
/rabbi. Exactly. She's like 12 and I think this was like her first experience singing for something other than performance, which I think is a huge profound difference.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I like asked her like, what was that like? And she was just like, I don't really think I can describe it. And I was like, I know what you mean, because like I see myself in you. Like I was exactly where you're at. And like, and I lost the love of singing because I was only doing it for performance and like doing stuff like this is healthy. So I was really glad that she was there.
That's so sweet.
I know.
And then she's going to become you. She's going to dye her hair red.
Oh, we can only hope. And all the adults there were like, she is our queen. Yeah. We are so glad you are here for her. Like,
the kid. Was she the only kid?
She was the only kid who showed up. And she is like so beloved by this shul for just being like, she's like the most talented kid, like the most beloved. And they're like, it's so good she showed up. And all the adults were like supposed to have a meeting, and they canceled the meeting to like come sing with me and this girl, the 12-year-old, because they were just like, because
she was the only one that was there.
Yeah. And they were like, we need to like give her a good Jewish experience.
It's like have you seen Wayward?
No, I haven't.
It's so good. But it's like when there's like there's no kids in the town, spoiler alert. But like when there's like the one kid that's there, the whole town is like obsessed with the kid, because it's like, we have no children in this community, we must raise them as our own so they stay and grow the community or we will die.
That was exactly the vibe. It was so cute. Yeah. Everyone was just like, we love her. We worship her. We do anything for her.
Wild.
Incredible.
She's going to have a totally good ego.
No, she should.
No. Yeah.
Like literally. Yeah. I'm like, yes, that's healthy self-confidence.
I know. It's great.
And then also I want to talk about the sermon I gave there because it was their Pride Shabbat. And so I wanted to talk about it. And I ended up giving a sermon that was sort of like queerness now like is so different than it was when many of you became allies, where it was just gay and lesbian. Yeah. And now queerness has changed to encompassing transness and non-binariness, and those things were always there, but they were not talked about. And I was like, I know this is a group of allies, obviously. Yeah. And they were like, yes. And I was like, and also I bet some of you are still not great with they, them pronouns. And then I saw some nods. They were like, and then I was like, this is just a good opportunity to like, I somehow linked it to the Parsha, was like, encountering things outside of the norm is our opportunity for holiness. The dawn dusk the dawn dusk of transness that like we've covered in our like trans Taurus study, where like those are the non-binary times of day.
The Bein Hashmashot.
Is that what I don't
like
know what
in
that means.
between?
Yeah,
there's a time in between morning and night. There's
Exactly.
like a halachic term that we're like not sure what it is.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah.
So it talks about that. The in
I love
betweenness
that.
is holy, and it's
I
like
love the parsha. I love that it's like you can just use it to prove whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want to say. You just find something in there. You're like, I'm going to use that to say what
Literally?
I want. And now it sounds smarter.
Yes.
And like God said it, actually. It's not me.
That is the beauty of the weekly parsha.
Yeah, it's great.
It can mean anything.
It's like, oh my God, the parsha just happens to say
it
it this
actually
week.
happens to be
God must really want it.
This parsha is about they them pronouns.
Yeah, it's right there.
It's right there. It's obvious.
I love it.
And so then after the sermon, I had multiple, I'm talking 4 old people come up to me and go, that was a really good sermon. They really needed to hear that.
Yeah.
Not me. Not me. But everybody here, they're not good with pronouns.
That's so funny.
4 different people said that to me.
Oh my
I'm
God.
good with it.
Yeah,
I'm good at pronouns. I'm very
course.
comfortable with all the pronouns.
Yeah. And they win.
But these people, they need some practice.
Homophobes. I'm in a synagogue of transphobe. They like Trump.
Yeah. It's crazy here. So it was like, honestly, it was the best gig.
That's great.
And
I'm so glad.
I love just getting hired to come in, like inject musical and comedy energy
just
into a shul. Honestly. And like really, I mean this like so seriously, just like inject some energy into their Jewish lives.
Yeah.
Get them like
excited
and understanding that there's like so much spirit in Judaism that they could access.
How do you think they do after you leave? Like, do you think they keep it up?
We talked a lot about that because early in the week I saw that was what was happening. And so I was like,
that they were going to lose it when you left.
well, no, that what was happening is that I was like injecting an energy that they really wanted, that they were capable of achieving, but that they didn't know how to do for themselves.
Right.
And I was like, I immediately was like, well, I've got to figure out how to make this sustainable for them so that it's not just
that
they,
a 1 week
thing and then I disappear. So we talked a lot about it. Like at our final night together was all about like talking about how to make it sustainable. And what we did is
you put the kid in charge.
I put the kid in charge.
She's it.
Honestly,
this is her
she
performance
she could take
of
it.
her lifetime.
There were 2 very musical congregants who we sent to, we just like as a group, we decided that they would go to Hadar has workshops for how to lead
I love
group
that.
singing.
I love that.
And there was one happening like the month after.
Are you going to Limud, by the way? Alana wants to know.
I'm not going to Limud, but we should go. We should get them to book us next year.
Limud, why haven't you booked us?
Well, because they just booked me last year and they like to change it up.
Oh, I see.
Probably.
Yeah. For sure.
So that's how we like I can go into how we talked about to make it sustainable, but basically we designated 2 people to like
kind of
carry the torch.
it.
And I was like, you guys, you should text me if you like have questions. Like I'll help them out.
You would be great if like a shul is out there and they want to find someone like they
literally
want to get injection.
I want more of these gigs.
Yeah.
Like if you want kind of like a fairy godmother to sort of waltz in, like help you all fall back in love with Jewish music and like help you figure out how to sustain that longer term, call me. Because like
I love it.
I love that gig. And I'm really good at it.
You are, I'm sure you are. And it's really holy work.
It's holy work.
I actually do feel that. I'm religious.
No, I was thinking
I feel like it's really godly in like not a pressury weird way, but
I was thinking about it in terms of the experience. This is not to compare this at all, but like the experience that Carlebach had for so many Orthodox
you're
Jews.
the Carlebach of Reform,
not at
Judaism,
all.
including sleeping with a bunch of women.
Yeah, honestly, I thought about that a lot because I was like, they're people coming up to me
Yeah.
after these sessions, being like crying, being like, thank you for helping me like fall back in love with this.
I love that.
And I was like, and can you imagine someone in my position then violating their boundaries?
Yeah.
Like that was just so crazy to me.
Yeah.
And just felt I actually thought about him all weekend.
Wow.
Not to say that like I'm at all on his level. Like he was I mean, he really knew what he was doing in terms of reinvigorating musical spirit.
Yeah.
But I'm doing a small version of what he was doing. And there are other people too. Like Eliana Light is really good at this. But then like he then crossed a line with these people who were so vulnerable. And I was thinking as I was talking to them, I was like, I could cross a line with these people because they're so open right now with me.
Yeah.
And they trust me so much.
It's really like a little cult following. But not in like a bad way. In the way that's like
it's the thing
that's what he had.
It's the thing that every artist encounters when your art helps someone get in touch with a deep vulnerability.
Yeah.
They then see you with a different lens. And that is the seed that cult leaders would grab onto.
Exactly.
And start a cult with.
Yeah.
But every
I'm
artist.
thinking about cults a lot because I just binged Wayward in a day.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
In a day?
In a day. So good. Shout out Misha who wrote on that. Who was a previous guest of
that's
Yenta.
Right. Misha wrote on Wayward. Okay, I really have to watch it. So yeah, it's like it is like so it's the seed of a cult, but it's also but it's not an unusual thing. It's the thing that happens.
It's the thing that like taps into vulnerability.
So much art.
Yeah, for sure.
But then the cult thing is the person who then
Takes
exploits that
advantage of it.
energy and
gains power.
And leads it into that like cult like environment.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about Carl Bach the whole week that I was there, actually.
Wow.
It was like really, it was really kind of like fucking me up a little.
Tell me more.
Well, I just was like, I was suddenly in his shoes of being like, here's somebody crying, telling me that like this singing event like helped them connect to Judaism. And then he would have done something so horrible, right? In the very next moment. I was like, I just couldn't stop thinking about it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
It is. And I've been listening to, I grew up around Carl Bach music because my family went to a Carl Bach shul.
Yes.
But I never, because the shul they sang Carl Bach songs, but I don't know why I never, heard the original tracks.
Yeah.
Have you listened to the original ones? And
it's amazing. And he talks
so much.
And it's beautiful.
It is. And all you hear the people's voices in the tracks, and you can hear in their voices how much they worship him.
Yes.
And are so moved by the experience of it.
Yeah.
It's really powerful.
I'm really taking so much from his lineage too. That structure of telling a story and weaving it through your song and stopping the song and telling more of the story. Yeah, I've started trying that out, and I've got a good story that I have been working into songs like that. And
what's the story?
It's a story about the Alter Rebbe, and when he was a youth, he had retranslated a line of Talmud about Shabbat that's those who are led out with a collar should be led back in with a collar. It's your instruction to keep your keep your animals collared on Shabbat. And he retranslated the word collar, share, to shear, song.
Aww.
And so it becomes those who are led out with a song are also led in with a song. And he says it's about how we lead the angels into those who are led with a song are the angels, and we need a song to bring them in. So on Shabbat, we bring the angels into our world with singing, and we also bid them farewell with singing. And that's the power of singing on Shabbos. So I weave that through.
That's
through
so beautiful.
The things, and then there's the scene where he brings it to the old guys, and all the old guys are like, "That's dumb," and he's like, and they're like, "Prove it," and he's like, "Wow," and then he sings, and then
the angels come,
and then he gets all the old guys to sing with him.
Yeah,
and they all get it.
I think the angels, like, it's just a feeling. Like, I feel like, not to bring it back to me, but I feel like the angels were in the wedding tish.
Yeah.
You know, like, whatever.
No, big time.
Whatever angels are, who knows what the fuck that is, but I feel like they were there.
There were
something extra in that room.
The feeling that I had at your tish is like a feeling I've only had in a few spaces, and that's like your tish at an evangelical church. Shout out our evangelical
we love them.
And some of the singing that I've done, like with really special musicians, you know, yeah.
And when I crowd surfed at the wedding too.
And oh my god, we didn't even talk about that in the wedding episode.
Yeah.
You crowd surfed at the wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, so
and the angels were there for that too.
They were. They really were.
Yeah. But we don't talk about that. This is your episode.
And also, like, what are the angels? You know?
Yeah.
I thought about that a lot doing the rabbi gig, because I was using all this language like angels and God.
Right.
And I wanted to be intellectually honest and be like, I don't know what angels means, but it sort of approximates a feeling of something kind of holy and good and like very special, and I don't need to really worry about it more than that.
Yeah.
And I talked about that during the week with these people, and also prayer and God. Like, we talked about what those words mean, and I talked a lot about, like, I don't really know what they mean.
Yeah.
but I'm not so worried about it, but I also want to be around people who talk about these things
right
a lot.
Yeah.
You know?
I totally know. I love that. I would talk to Rabbi Iggy about God, because we were talking about I can't remember now what it was, but he was like, God is like the absence of everything and also the fullness of everything, but it's not anything. We're gonna ask him when he comes on the pod, because I can't remember, but I really liked how he framed it, that it wasn't like this being in the sky that's gonna tell you what to do or not do.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And I love rabbis' definitions of God.
Yeah.
Because boy, are they complicated, and everyone's got a kind of different one, and I love that.
Yeah.
Orthodox to Reformed,
But I feel like Orthodox people usually all have the same kind of definition of God.
You think so?
Most of them. I would say, like, not everyone, obviously, but like 90% have an idea. Oh, God gave us the Torah, and God passed down the Torah to Moses, who passed down the Torah to the rabbis.
Is God like this masculine? Does it look like a man? Like,
oh no, I mean, God doesn't have a form, has masculine and feminine qualities, non-binary. My dad agrees with that one. Actually. I don't know. I could be misrepresented. Have you heard different things from Orthodox rabbi?
I feel like I've heard all of those things, but then once you start asking these questions, things get really complicated really quickly.
Yeah, of course.
Well, they are both masculine and feminine, and it is both something that we can touch and has no presence.
And we have free will, but also God controls everything.
Exactly. And I love that like complexity that they're willing to go for, you know?
Yeah.
So God stuff.
Angels at the tish.
Angels at the tish.
Angels in New Jersey.
Angels in New Jersey.
Angels in New Jersey.
And then I did the show in Cincinnati for Slichot.
And that was like, about that.
That was like 90 minutes, and he was like, do half singing, half comedy. And I was like, great.
Yeah.
Easy. But it wasn't easy, because I think
Slichot comedy.
The Slichot's a weird night for comedy.
Yeah, not the energy.
And comedy and vulnerable singing are
kind of opposite,
very opposite energies.
Yeah.
And so I felt like I was really fighting uphill I like in my regular comedy show, I do get people to sing, but it's only for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I get them there because there's a vulnerability of like, we just survived an hour-long show and she's just gotten very vulnerable with us.
Yeah.
We can do 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But like 30 minutes of singing.
Did you start with the comedy?
I wove it throughout and then ended with a lot of singing. That's how I felt like it started with funny singing, where I was sort of making fun of how we sing Hine Matov. And I did a very cute bit about how every different denomination sings Hine Matov. And that was cute. And
do you want to share it?
No, it's a bit. I gotta save it for the stage.
Okay, good. Yeah, save it.
And then I did some comedy, and then I taught them Nigun, and then I did more comedy, and then it ended with 30 minutes of singing. But I'm not satisfied fully with how I sculpted it. It got us part of the way there.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like if we hadn't said comedy,
right?
If we had built it as just a singing thing, and then
you had jokes,
you would have crushed jokes.
Yeah,
that would have been way easier.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
for sure.
I love doing jokes in places where people don't
expect it.
Ugh.
It's the best.
Kills.
Ugh.
Kills.
The problem is once they know you're a comedian,
then
they expect it, and then
they're impress me.
Exactly.
Make
it's
me
like
laugh.
10 times hard.
I know.
It's so fucking
the
annoying.
The problem is that I'm like not a good enough musician yet to be like billing myself as a musician.
Yeah, you are.
Maybe.
You're a good enough like song leader.
I'm a good enough song leader.
To build it as you can still bill it as music.
Yeah.
So
that was like an interesting experience.
How do you go back and forth between like the vulnerability of singing and the like sardonic, like, you know, sarcastic kind of wall barrier energy of comedy?
It's like feels very like you're walking a tightrope the entire time.
Yeah.
But I think I'm like better at it than most. Yeah. So like I'm definitely like, I have an innate reflex for it, but like I loved we're singing and then I'm just playing guitar and I'm talking quietly over the guitar playing. And then I say something stupid. Yeah. And then it gets a big laugh.
I know.
And then I go right into singing.
It's funny because it's like as you're like doing it, you're also making fun of it.
Exactly. I liked making fun of the form of song leading.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But you're making fun of it, but you also really.
But I'm also really doing it.
Really doing it and you really mean it.
Yeah.
It's great. It's that great contradiction.
It's a good contradiction.
And then you're so good at living in them.
As are you.
I
mean, honestly, it's kind of our shtick.
That's our shtick.
We
should change the name of the pod
to
Living in the Contradictions, a comedy podcast.
Good SEO.
The worst name for a podcast.
What does that scream? Comedy.
Living in the Contradiction. The contradictions, God and us are like morally deranged sex podcast. But we can also talk about God and what does God mean.
Honestly, we're so good at it.
We're amazing.
We really are.
And I think we can
kind of wrap up.
Amazing.
My final words.
Yes.
As this is a concussion podcast.
Yes.
Listen to me. If you have a concussion now, or if you have a concussion in the future, get yourself to vestibular physical therapy. They offer it at basically every physical therapy place. Just get a referral from your doctor. It's really helpful. And if you're having trouble with focusing your eyes on things and you get seasick, get yourself to a neuro-ophthalmologist. That's a neurologist for your eyeballs. They will prescribe you eye physical therapy.
Huge.
And it works. It takes a long time, but it actually works. And try as hard as you can not to get a concussion, because boy, does it fucking suck. And also, if you have a concussion, if you can increase your exercise as quickly as possible, that also has helped me a huge amount.
Like cardio exercise?
Yeah.
Great.
Cardio and weightlifting. I didn't start until 2 months in, but once I did, it was a huge improvement.
That's great.
Yeah. And that I learned from, there are these concussion specialists in Pittsburgh who are really helpful. If you can tolerate exercise, do it. As much as you can tolerate. And like, go hard.
Amazing.
That's really helpful. And also, if you haven't had a concussion and you think they're all faking it, first of all, let them fake it.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's something wrong.
What's
with them
the
if
harm?
they're faking
Look,
it.
they need a break.
Yeah.
My God, can't you give people an opportunity to have a break?
How many times have you faked COVID to get out of something?
Truly, you should try faking a concussion. Honestly, you deserve it.
Yeah.
Let people fake their concussion, and also they're probably not faking it, and it is so shitty until it gets awesome.
Until you learn how to play the banjo.
Until you learn how to play the banjo, and then it's kind of great. So that was my summer, and I'm really glad to be back.
Me too.
Now, because it felt like we really got good Yenta energy, and then we had to stop everything.
I know.
Because I couldn't read.
I know. But it actually, I think, worked out for the best.
No, it did, because then you could actually have a wedding.
Break. I was like having burnout.
Yeah.
I needed some time to just like I had a million other things that I felt like I needed to do also. So like Yenta plus comedy plus job. I started a new job.
Yes.
I didn't even talk about that.
Oh my God. It's been a big summer.
I know. And all of that plus Yenta would have been like impossible. So thank you for getting a concussion.
You're welcome.
Actually, it really helped me.
You're welcome.
Please get more. No, I'm sorry. Don't.
I was walking along your street when I went to your fitting, and I saw the pole.
The pole.
And
That piece
I
of shit.
had like full body like
triggered.
Like I started panicking.
Yeah.
Seeing
the
pole.
I would too.
It's just like, fuck. It's coming for me.
It's like seeing like, I was gonna make a bad comparison.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it.
Seeing, and now I really want to hear it.
But you have to promise to laugh.
Okay.
Even if it's not funny.
Okay.
It's like a Jew seeing Hitler.
Oh
after.
boy.
I'm sorry. I told you it was really bad.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah,
Was that a good one?
sorry.
Wow. Okay. Good note to end on.
The concussion was bad.
It's kind of the Hitler of my life.
Hitler of your life.
No, you couldn't have said it better.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Totally worthy comparison.
Good.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Well, thank you for listening, everybody.
What a great ending.
If you've made it this far, just give us a like, give us 5 stars, give us a comment. Make up for the whole Hitler thing.
Yeah. I love how I said you have to laugh even if it's bad.
You're like, it might not be bad, actually.
It might be actually brilliant.
You might actually
it
love
might be
this.
the best thing that I've ever come up with.
In your comment to us, don't mention
please.
the Hitler
I'm
thing, because that's going to get blocked.
But we got a good laugh.
But we got a good. That was cute of us.
Yeah.
So give us 5 stars. Give us a comment. Hit subscribe. It helps like so much, literally so much. And go to our Patreon, patreon.com/Yenta. We've got all the juice there. There are all the secrets that are too juicy for the main pod. There's Yenta matchmaking. It's worth it. Check it out.